Welcome back from the break, Coach. I guess I'll start with the easy question. How was it? Did you get any rest away from the ice here?
Oh, for sure we did. I
Good.
went back to our house in Florida and got a little golf in, got a little relaxation in. So honestly, the break couldn't have come at a worse time, obviously, for the team the way we were playing, but we all knew it was coming. And at this point of the season, the players do need a break because of that condensed schedule. And like I was tell the players, if you're not tired, if you're not banged up, if you're not bruised up, you haven't played the game hard enough. So the players needed that much more than I did. I'd only been working for a couple of weeks, so but I knew it was coming, so we prepared for it and we made the best of it.
How do you carry over that momentum? I mean, you're the hottest team in the NHL, and then you take 3 weeks off. How do you try to pick up right where you left off?
Well, we try to make sure the practices were very game-like. We wanted to make sure the conditioning was there. You take 3 weeks off, and our guys are really dedicated. So they were working out off ice. There's some of them were skating on ice, but it's still not the same as getting out there and having 5-on-5 battles and the pace of a practice. So the practices that we've had, and we've had, including tomorrow, it'll be 6. We try to make as many game-like situations as we could. We had some conditioning skating. We had some battle drills. We tried to make it as game-like as we possibly could. Now that being said, you can never duplicate that, but you can get as close to it as possible. We made the practices hard. The players have worked very hard. So now we're going to see where we are Thursday night, and we'll have your answer, and we'll go from there.
When you took the job, one of the things that jumped out to me is you said this is a very good hockey team. They've just got to figure out how to play together, really. What have you done in your first 11 games that allowed this team to figure it out and be so successful?
Well, again, like the last year, I always gave Dean and the staff credit. I've had them for Coach of the Year because of what they had to go through with the Johnny Gaudreau situation, the unfortunate situation. But I just came in, and I'm a defensive coach, and I believe that you defend your way into the playoffs. You don't score your way into the playoffs. So when I came in, the numbers just jumped out at me. They were 30th in goals against, and the penalty killing was 29th, and the slot chances, all the analytics that you have to look at to say, okay, this is why there were 500 here. We got to clean that up. So, and I'm a different voice, and I have a different message, and I have a different way of presenting things, and that's just the way I've done things my whole career. So I just try to come in and get them to tighten up a little bit, understand that you create offense from playing good team defense. It's not offense. It's if you play good D, you're going to get plenty of scoring chances. So really, my message is we got to get 5 guys connected on the ice without the puck. And then we get it back, then your skill takes over and your speed takes over. Those different things take over. But when you're playing team defense, and I'm a big believer in a team game, without the puck, every line should look the same out there. They shouldn't. They can't have 2 sets of rules. Every line has to look the same. So we've really been preaching that an awful lot too. Our team game without the puck, everyone does the same thing. Everyone looks the same. You get the puck, different skill sets take over.
It seems like you guys have done a really good job taking it game by game through all of this and just one step at a time. Now that you come back to kind of the second half here, 27 games left, how much do you talk playoffs in that locker room, or do you strictly just...
No, it's all process, man.
All process.
We don't even talk about it. The players know where we are. The players know the standings. I don't want to go in there and say, okay, we're 4 points behind and we got to catch these. They know. They see it. That's their job, man. They're professional athletes or professional hockey players. They should know what we need. But as a coach, you keep your focus on the process. This is what we have to do to give ourselves the best chance to win that game. And if we lose that game, then let's go fix these things that cost us the game. Or if we're winning games, this is what we're doing that causes us to win games. But even when you're winning games, and even that winning streak we are on, little things start to creep in you, and you gotta stay one step ahead of that. You gotta fix those before they become a slide, and all of a sudden you're losing 3 or 4 games in a row. So it's all about that, staying on top of those things. But it's all about the process, man. And I know coaches say that, but you have to believe that. You can't go in and take your eyes off of what has to be done that particular day.
What have you seen within the locker room coming together over the stretch since you've been here? Because obviously that's just as important as what happens on the ice.
Well, it is. You have to have the culture. You have to have the chemistry within the room, without a doubt. And I've been very impressed with the group. The great leadership. The young players are all willing to learn. They've all bought into what we're trying to do here. So I give the veterans a lot of credit. But that's a great locker room. I'm fortunate to be. Sometimes you walk into a locker room mid-season and you got these guys going one way, you got these guys going the other, and it's disjointed. That group has never felt disjointed. disjointed to me. So I give the leadership group a lot of credit for that.
It's hard to nitpick when you won 11 of 12, but is there anything that you saw just from your first, dozen games that you really wanted this team to change, maybe over the break, that you zeroed in on?
Not so much changes. Okay, I see the inconsistencies of what we're trying to do. That's the biggest thing is, okay, we got to do this consistently every shift and every game. And it's hard to do that. It is. And listen, when I was in Winnipeg, it took me a year and a half almost to get rid of the way they were playing one way. We would be doing it really well, and then when they get tired, they go back into their old ways. It's just natural human reaction. So to me, it's they see what we look like when we're playing well. Now it's up to them to work with us as coaches and identify this is why we're not playing well, this is why it's not working. You know what it looks like when it's good. Now you're seeing this is what it looks like when it's off. So now you got to work together with the players and tighten those things up. But the players now know what it looks like when we're playing well, and that's the most important thing.
Have you taken a minute to kind of look around and realize what's built up, at least before the break, and realizing you were on a boat just, 3 weeks before you were on the break, and now you turn this hockey team around that quickly, and the fan base is talking playoffs again.
There's a long way to go.
Yeah.
There is, and I haven't taken my eyes off of that. But honestly, I wasn't even looking for a job.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't. I was very happy. I'm 71 now, so I've been in the league for 50 years. So I was taking a break wasn't the worst thing. But then I get back, and then you start to say, wow, I miss being with the players. I miss talking to the players. I miss working with the players. I miss the game action behind the bench. But I got to tell you, my wife, Judy, she missed it more than I did. Because when I said to her, I said, honestly, I said, well, what do you think? Do you want to go to Columbus and finish the year? Oh, yeah, let's go. Like, she loves it. She loves the game. We've been married for 49 years now. She's been with me the whole ride. And she's great with the wives, and she's great in the community, and she missed that too. So we kind of, deep down, we were loving the life we were living, but we also realized, okay, we do miss that. And so we're both thrilled to be back, and we're both thrilled to be in Columbus.
Last question here, kind of a sidebar, but you talk about rest and recovery. One of your stars is not getting the rest and recovery. Werenski with an amazing run in the Olympics. How do you balance that out, knowing everybody else just had 20 days to rest up, and he just played pretty hard over in Milan?
Yeah, I'm worried about the last couple of days. Not so much the games, right? It's the recovery, the celebration. I'm more worried about that because that'll take your mind off of what has to be done. I was thrilled for him. Listen, I'm a Canadian. It's upsetting that we lost, but I'm thrilled that Z won. I really am. And Sully and Torts are good friends of mine, and Hellebuck, I had him in Winnipeg. So I'm really happy for those guys that they won a gold medal, even though they beat Canada. But Z is a tremendous athlete, a tremendous person. I hope he looks after himself the llast couple of days. We're going to find out on Thursday. But he's an honest man, and he will tell me how he feels. And then you watch him play, and you'll know early if he's off a little bit. And when he's off a little bit, you cut back in his minutes, but then you just kind of slowly work him back up into those important minutes that he plays.